How's it going, Internet? My name is Psycho Max, and today we are playing some Warframe, and I wanted to show off my 500% power strength Noko build. It is outrageous and very much overkill. If this is the kind of content you like, please be sure to leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more. And if you have any constructive feedback or have an idea for a video you'd like to see me make, feel free to leave it in the comments section down below. Now, a little disclaimer before I get into the actual build. This is not a beginner-friendly build. However, it is relatively easy for beginners to go ahead and put together, provided you have completed the new war. All of the mods that are in this build are available as long as you have completed the new war. You just need to figure out where they are and then go and get them, with a couple of minor exceptions like Prime Flow, which only drops from Barrow Katir. But this build is absolutely broken and it is entirely unnecessary. So let's break down exactly how I get to the 500%, which is actually more than that. If you want, it can get as high as 556% power strength. So to start out, we are rocking 238% base power strength by using Blind Rage, Umbral Intensify, and Transient Fortitude. Now, we could go even higher with that by putting in, like, Growing Power. I could swap out maybe a bit of range and throw in Augur Secrets. We could absolutely get this over 300 base percent, but it's not necessary. In addition to the 238 base, with what we have for mods, we're also using Molt Augmented to give us another 60%, driving that up to a nice 298% power strength after we've gotten 250 kills. Now, I've already gone ahead and done the setup for that and gotten my 250 kills to go ahead and put out Molt Augmented. So we're already sitting at that 298%. The next step of this is, once you have the helmet ability unlocked, we're going to subsume over his 3, which, I'll be honest, I don't recommend it. And this is why I say this is overkill. This is entirely not necessary, and I don't recommend people actually do this. This was just for the funsies. So, by doing this, you're already bringing that 298% up to 348% power strength. Now, that is a limited buff that only lasts until you cast your next ability, so the next ability you should be casting as soon as you have the opportunity is your 2. So you're gonna cast your 2. But before you do that, obviously hit Empowered, then cast your 2, hit Empowered again, cast your 2, so that both of these have that bonus 50%, and then you're gonna hit Empowered one more time and hit your 4, and your 4 is gonna bounce between the 2 mushrooms, and it's gonna stack the bonus. Now, I don't understand why it's not giving me the full amount. Maybe they nerfed it, but that was 208% for me at one point. Now it's only 172. But still, so then we're going to take that 172 and we're going to add it to the 298 because we've lost the Empower bonus. So 298, 172, you're looking at 400, 471%, 469%, somewhere in there. And then just to add insult to injury, after you've reached that amount, that's when you hit Empower again for that another bonus 50% on your 4, and it will jack it up over 500%. Now again, that bonus, I don't know why, is not showing the full amount that I originally got, which was 208%. It's only 100, so the 556 is a little too high, but still, having that kind of power strength, it is really easy then to just pop in here. We're going to hit Empowered again. We're going to throw out a 1. One more time. Slam out your 4, and you're just going to watch haha funny damage numbers as they progressively build. Because every time your 4 bounces, it gains another 25% power strength. It's insanely good. And I don't even have to have AI pause for this. So we can go ahead and we'll throw out our 2, Empowered, hit 4, And the best part is I'm running a Horus Kubro. So I'm invisible as long as there are enemies nearby. And come on. Boing. He needs to die. Okay, let's just go ahead and take care of that. So yeah, as long as my Horus Kubro is nearby, I'm invisible, which then procs the other thing that I have in this build. Oh, that's how I was getting that bonus. It's Arcane Crepuscular is giving me another 30% ability strength on top of that. So as long as I am invisible, I'm gaining another 30%. That's what was giving me the 208. So yeah, absolutely significantly overkill, and I definitely love my Horus Kubro. This was the first Kubro I ever got, and again, as long as enemies are nearby, I'm going to go ahead and pause AI, and we'll just kind of show you. Come up here, and I go invisible, and as long as I do not fire a weapon, and all I'm using is my abilities to damage enemies, I will stay invisible. Let's bounce on... Oops. I'm going to bounce on this one for a moment. Get some power strength going. And then we can cast our 4, and you can just watch haha funny damage numbers. And this is without the empowered bonus. These are Steel Path level enemies, by the way. And that was with without the empowered bonus, which is why I say the empowered bonus is really not absolutely unnecessary, because even without the empowered bonus, we can see I've got the 298 from oh my kills reset, so I don't even need Molt Augmented. Honestly, the 238% power strength that I have on here is far more than enough. And then of course, again, if I just do this, that's giving me 145, so that's already taking it up to nearly 400%, just under 400%. With the full Molt Augmented. You're sitting at about 350% without Molt Augmented. So, this build is overpowered. I will say I did draw heavily from another YouTuber to make this build, but it is one of my own creation because of the added empowered. But yeah, not necessary in the slightest, but if you really like those really high-level funny damage numbers, it's insane. And again, this is not a beginner friendly. This took 64 mode to put together. Many of these mods, you got Steel Path here, you've got Barricatier, the Sacrifice. You need to run call missions for that. You've got Dragon Vaults here. 400 days login reward. So, like, this is not a beginner-friendly guide in the slightest, but the majority of this, as long as you've completed the new war, you can get your hands on relatively easily, and for the few that you don't have, you can run substitutions in here. Like, again, if you don't have Worthy Camaraderie, which is a 1999 Aura mod, then you can throw in, like, Growing Power if you have it, which is just go complete Titania's quest, and then you'll have access to the mission to get Growing Power. And that'll give you even more power strength. If you don't have Prime Sure-Footed, you can slot in regular Sure-Footed. Not too hard to get your hands on. If you don't care about the knockdown, because you're invisible pretty much the whole time, you're going to be bouncing off things. Things are going to be dying. An argument could be made you don't even need Prime Sure-Footed. So you could put something else in the Exilus slot, like a Power Drift or a Cunning Drift, give yourself more strength, more range. If you don't have Prime Flow, regular Flow will do just fine for the energy economy, because as long as you have enough to cast your 2, you have infinite energy. Noko is just fantastic, and this build is absolutely overkill, and I just wanted to show it off. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm going to try and do weekly Warframe content from now on. So if that's something that you are interested in, again, please remember to like the video, subscribe to the channel, And if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or feedback that you'd like to share, or again, a video idea that you would like to share, then leave it in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Okay, bye.